All right, the feed is live. Hey, everyone. One I says, super sick and asking for a cookie and prayer for my health. Absolutely, we will do that. And yes, we love you too. Um,
Love you so much, man.
yeah.
I'm not feeling too spiffy myself, so I'm with you.
It's, yeah, it's been kind of a rough week, and, I still need to keep burning a candle for the weather because, there's and a lot of that going on and just a lot of stuff. Um, but we're here, and I'm sure some other folks are going to start picking up and joining us. I kind of got the live stream set up not too long ago, so it's going to take a few minutes for people to find it in their feed. But we'll just kind of mosey along. To give you a little bit of backstory, and again, I'll be happy to reiterate, if other people, come in later and ask about it. Um, we have two different observances going on. And they would have been at different points originally, different days and at different locations, but we've kind of put them together for one Friday. And so you have an appearance of Khnum, and I actually made a little clay figurine of Khnum, and I'll show you that on the camera in just a minute. And then also chewing cucumbers by the Eye of Horus, and that one is I think that's the one that other traditions call the chewing cucumbers for Sekhmet. Well, the reason why they call it that is because if you look at the original entry in the calendar, it's recorded on the walls of the Temple of Edfu. It calls for chewing cucumbers for the Eye of Horus, and the priest of Sekhmet also chews them before this god. Well, the thing is, just because it's a priest of Sekhmet doesn't necessarily mean that was for Sekhmet. It could have been that someone who was trained, as a priest of Sekhmet at that point in time might have had particular skills or things that they were qualified to do that were called for in that instance, but not necessarily to officiate in front of a specific deity, in that instance. So that's why we're saying, well, let's stick with what is said about chewing cucumbers for the Eye of Horus. So we have Horus here right now, and it might also have been referring to Hathor since this was in a calendar for her. But I said, well, let's there's different ways that we could do it, but our educated guess that we're going with is, well, let's have Horus, and then we have Khnum. So, am I saying? Would I be saying your name right if I said Asoberu? But welcome either way, and I love this channel. Thank you. I'm Mary Dra. Hey, sweetheart, I'm so glad to see you. Hey, I'm so glad. You. Yeah, we missed you. We're glad that you're here. Hope you're doing well. So so
Please
glad.
Stay.
Yeah.
Come back soon.
Yeah, but oh, and one is listening on cell. Love you guys. Well, that's cool.
We love you too.
Yeah. And Sam Assessi and or just hi everybody, and Fainstar. Thank you guys so much. I hope you guys have enjoyed the latest video, because it went live for everyone on Monday, and we're gonna pick back up now that I'm not drawing like mad and working on animation. I can get back to doing more videos. We've got a lot of fun things planned for the rest of the year, so all good stuff. Tell you what, hey. What I'm going to do before we get started is I'll go ahead and I will show you this. I just finished painting him last night. Now we have a friend he's on the Facebook group, Dominic Marinkovic. He does some fantastic sculptures and fires them and uses local materials to make paints and stuff like that. He does great work. He lives in Eastern Europe, and he's been having some challenges getting to where he can make and ship things and market them, to folks here in the U.S. But I, wish him the best with that because he does some great work and he deserves to have, a market all over the place. But this was my effort in that regard to honor Khnum, the sculptor. So Darren saw him and thought he was cute. So, yes, this will be our figure of Khnum, and this is Mexican air clay. It's air dry clay, so I didn't have to fire it.
Yes, it is cute.
Huh?
Yes, it does look cute.
Yeah. Well, and what helped is you said, Darren, that your high school mascot was the ram.
Yes.
So, there you go. Now, the funny thing about the Appearance of Khnum, this was apparently the festival where the one day of it was called Taking Up the Club, or Grasping the Crook, and they would have had mock combat, maybe not so mock, and you would have had it was described by the Greeks as, you had people who had taken up vows to to fight each other or whatever. Well, we think thinking about it now, I think that might have been something kind of like tate, the Egyptian stick fighting that they do now, which it is a martial art, but it's also used it's also done as a dance. So I learned about that, and so I started. I have lots of bamboo canes in the backyard, and so hopefully this one will go to somebody. I think Sarcastic was wanting to learn tatib, so if I can find a way to mail this, then you've got a tatib cane.
Poster tube?
It'd have to be at least 4 feet long.
They make
4.5, something like that. Yeah, because I mean, this, like I said, I've got the end of it is on the floor, and it comes up to my nose, so we're talking nearly 5 feet.
Yeah, and there's some cheaper alternatives to PVC we can get if we had to.
Yeah, this is our challenge, is figuring out how to mail things like that. Because if so, I mean, like I said, I just cut them in the backyard. I can give you guys tatib sticks.
Better than the club back behind you cutting them down.
Huh?
It's better than the club getting them behind you.
Oh yeah. Because it's also a natural fence, and then the swim club cut half of my fence away, so it isn't my bamboo. So I'm not happy about that. I have to wait till next year and let it grow back. Oh, and Gabriel asked, hey, I know it's off topic, but do you think the gods evolve as they take on new epithets and titles, or have they always had those abilities just not known about? I think they do evolve and take on new roles as the world does, because think about it. In ancient times, there was no such thing as the internet, but yeah, I know, right? But
are you serious? How did they ever check email?
Yeah, or check Facebook, huh? Yeah,
my God,
right. Well,
they did it too, because they had
to look for their writing on the wall.
Right.
They had
yeah.
street
Right.
lamps and everything.
Oh. Yeah. I know what joke you're referring to, but anyway, don't get me started. I could do an entire episode, maybe I should, on all the dumb theories that I have heard from people just because they saw like the jewelry I was wearing or whatever. But anyway,
we definitely should.
Yeah. Dumb things I've heard.
Part 1 of 1,000.
But who would argue that the internet is part of Jehuti's domain now? Because think about it, it's science, it's numbers, it's technology.
Let's put it on the internet and see how many people argue about it.
And Set would be checking Reddit.
Oh yes.
Set would have founded Reddit with a bold ass line to watch people argue.
Huh? Wait, say what?
Set would be on social media in general.
how do we know he isn't? Yeah, but anyway, so that yeah, I think as uh new frontiers open up in just in our experience, um that's I think surely the gods are reflected in that. We're all a part of creation, so it's continually evolving. But um
I'm sure the Egyptians would have
Yeah.
thoroughly dug the internet,
yeah.
especially the cats.
Okay, now the cucumbers a real offering or is it symbolic? Well, in this case, when I realized that I had forgotten to get a fresh cucumber, we got some pickles. So that's
I
cucumber
did the
too.
same thing.
Yeah, and these are from our friend Preston's dad. So
Yeah.
those are some of his cucumbers. So it's very much a love offering. Now here's something funny with the feast of chewing onions for Bastet. Um, in the temple records, there was no listing for however many bushels of onions as offerings. They actually didn't do that. It was still the standard amount of bread and beer and beef and fowl.
Right,
You
but
know,
I bet you somebody was like, I just grew the most wickedly sharp onions I could. Here, chomp these, and I watch people just, that's a strong onion.
well, who knows? But the thing is, I think that was that was a folk thing. It was everybody did that, so it's not like they made something special. At least in the temple records, it didn't make it to that part. But that doesn't mean that it wasn't being done. The day is named for it. So I wonder if maybe this had to do with when the cucumbers were ripe, and there was the harvest for things like that was going on. What things are in season. You know,
You
but
had mentioned there was one for Horus as well.
well, right, that was the one,
But
huh?
hey, it was likened to his teeth or something.
Oh no, the onions, the like green onions. Yeah, were the white teeth of Horus, sound teeth of Horus. And that was in the fall, and the having to do with the I think it had to do with the Osiris mysteries actually. But yes, I'm thinking that there might have been something with like the agricultural calendar and what things were coming into season and were ripe and what things they were harvesting at a certain time. Um, and you had parallels with that in Mesopotamia because you had their planting season was kind of similar. Um, but when they were done when they'd harvested the grain, then it was time to plant sesame. And so then in the fall they would pick the sesame, and so they had sesame oil, and then that starts turning up in some of the things that they're doing. So that's my hunch, is that maybe there might have been cucumbers ripe for the picking at this time of year, and so they uh, gave them to Horus because he was thirsty. So that's my educated guess on that. And I talk about that a little bit, of course, in one of my books. And the thing about Khnum, there's a very good book called Performance and Drama in Ancient Egypt by Robin Gillam. And she's the one that had her students do things like put together a production of The Triumph of Horus in like a big lobby on a college campus, up in Canada. And then there was another class that had to do the funeral procession for the sacred bull, and so they had to make a paper mache sacred bull and stuff like that. And then she would assign this to them as class projects so they could figure out things of in how to make it work for themselves. What might that tell them about how the ancients did it? And I'm like, I want to sign up for one of those classes. And then
You're
everybody,
blowing them away.
well, yeah, everybody in my group would hate me. So
Same thing happened to me.
yeah, that's always the way. So. Oh, okay, and It's close enough. Yeah. Couple more weeks and my garden will produce some fresh cucumbers. Oh, nice. And Sarcastic is saying pickled jalapenos. People think it's weird to bite into one, but the pickled ones aren't too spicy.
It depends on the one you get. Because I prefer fresh jalapenos myself. Always.
Oh, well, I just some of the little cayennes that we've got, I've offered them before, but I'm picky, and I figured since we're offering cucumbers because Horus is thirsty in the desert, we don't want to give him hot peppers.
Yeah, let's not spicy though.
Right. So we'll save those for set.
Yeah. For when his social media feed is on fire.
Well, they just seem like they'd be a set thing.
Yeah.
Now, our friend Wolf said that his personal gnosis is that Wepawet also likes spicy things. I don't know if anybody else has gotten that sense or not.
I think there's a little bit of overlap with Kemetic too.
That's a possibility.
Well,
yeah.
She likes any excuse for a beer,
Wash down the peppers. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, guys, let's go ahead and get started. And when it comes to the discussing stuff like that, there's actually a lot that I'm going to want to pose, like between the Discord and the Facebook group, and maybe even get back on the Tappa Talk forum, so we can get some things ironed out and put them in bylaws. But that's something for a little while after we've gotten done here. These cool waters are upon my hands, and they purify me, as Tefnut purifies me. Hail unto you, O Yunachiri. We come unto you without falsehood and without evil. Our purity is upon our hands. Our purity is within our hearts. And we have cast out all evil that pertains to us. We are pure. We are pure. We are pure. We are pure. See, it's not that cold today, huh?
Feel my forehead.
It's a little warm. So you're just feeling a little warmer.
Yeah, and I'm not sure why.
Yeah.
Sorry for those who I've disappointed.
Oh, because they're waiting for you to like.
Yes, I think some people wait all week for me to freeze, and I love you.
Well, I mean, I can pour some more if you want.
But don't push it.
Okay. Come in peace, bright eye of Horus. Come in peace. Receive the light.
Receive the light.
The eye of Horus shines like Ra in the twin horizons, and evil hides in fear of it. Receive the light.
Receive the light.
The eye of Horus destroys the enemies of Ra and all of their abodes, till none remain. Receive the light.
Receive the light.
The eye of Horus comes to the four corners of the world To everyone who is tuning in with us now and has been with us in the past and will be joining us in the future. This Eye of Horus comes, and we are purified with it. Receive the light.
Receive the light.
And we'll light our candle from Mama Sekhmet. That she may bring peace and healing and strength to all those who need it. And Jory asked us to say a prayer for his mom because she's not feeling well right now. So, and I know she works really hard, helping him and his sister. So,
We love you, Jory's mom.
yeah, yeah. And Jory too.
Yep.
Yeah. And I'll continue to keep a candle lit. There we go. For Mahas, that he may protect everyone who's in the way of storms this spring. And a prayer for our friends in India, because it is so hot. There's a heat wave going on right now in India and in Mexico. And they're waiting for monsoon rains to cool them off in India. And I don't know if they have that in that part of Mexico, but I'm sure they could use some rain because there's a drought going on down there too.
Yes, God bless them all.
Yeah.
Save them from the heat.
Yeah. And from up that she may continue to guard and protect us as she protects Rob. You arise in the Akhatis Capri, O Ra, spreading your light upon the earth. You set in peace in the mountains of Manu as a tomb, bringing your light to Duat. Shine upon earth as you do in heaven and Duat. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who came from noon at the first time, for such is your uniqueness. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who placed Hu at your left side, for such are the words you commanded. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who placed Sia at your right side, for such is your great wisdom. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, whose Hika goes before you, for such is your ability. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who rules with Ma'at upon your brow, for such is your righteousness. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, and hail and praise unto you, O Khnum, and to you, O Horu. Hail and praise, O Yunachiru, you lords of love and lords of life. Grant us life, well-being, and health. May our eyes perceive your goodness and our hearts receive your wisdom. May you shine upon us as you traverse the sky, that we may bring to you Ma'at and cast out Espet. And may you guard us from the evil one through the dark hours of the night, your protection being before us and your strength being within us. Now, I have to share with you something, almost like a little realization or something that I got just as I was going through the prayers, because we talk about these four virtues, these four deities that are aspects, of like Hu and Sia. Those are wisdom or perception and speech. Hika is magic, but also, ability, the power to make things happen. And of course, Ma'at being, truth and righteousness. Um, we can ask for them to be with us too, as they are with Ra. And so that was just the sense that I got. I said, let me share that. To ask uh, perception, wisdom, Sia, and you know, uh, clear speech, and all those ability and righteousness. I ask those to be with us, you know, as we go about our day. Take these, the cool waters, which are the inundation, that they may cool your hearts. Oh, Oyenechuru, these cool waters are the Eye of Horus, that your hearts may be refreshed. Milk, milk, may you taste it in your shrine. May your hearts be refreshed with it. We bring you this milk from the great flood, Oyenechuru, that you may be purified with it. We give you incense. Give you incense, great of purity. This incense is the Eye of Horus, and its fragrance comes to you. It cleanses you, it adorns you. It takes its place upon your hands. This incense is the Eye of Horus, Oyenechuru. Its fragrance comes to you. Take this, your bread on which gods live. This bread is the Eye of Horus, Oyenechuru. Lift it to your faces and be at peace with it. The gardens prosper, and Hapi rejoices, overflowing with his meal. We fill the Eye of Horus for you with wine, O Ra, O Khnum, O Horu. Drink and be pure. The doors of heaven and the doors of earth are open with libations for you within this house. May your faces be refreshed with your libations, your wine, and your water. Pure, pure is Ra Horaketi within his house. Pure, pure is Khnum within his house, Horu within his house. Pure are the cause of all of these gods, with this good myrrh that is given. Jehuti proclaims it. It is written in his house of sacred words. Hapi gives in abundance, thousands of offerings, all things good and pure, for Ra Horaketi, for Khnum, for Horu, in every place that their immortal cause wish to be. Come to your body, O Ra Horaketi. Come to your body, O Khnum. Come to your body, O Horu. Come to your bodies, O Oyenechuru, and come to your invocation. Come unto us, your servants, who are mindful of your feasts and your offerings. Bring your power, your hika, your honor, and your ba, to these your offerings, and partake of them. Come, O people, raise these offerings before the faces of these gods. Lift the offerings before Ra, before Khnum, before Horu. All life comes from them. All health comes from them. All stability comes from them. All good fortune comes from them, as it has since the first time. Ra Haraketi, and your son, the Osir Nisu Mebkeperu Ra. Your foes retreat from you. Horus turns himself to his eye. Turn yourselves to these, your offerings, and receive them from our hands. And from the table of the gods to the table of the blessed dead. We light this candle. Hang on. That's being stubborn tonight. Hold on. There we go. Light this candle that it may be the Eye of Horus that lights their way into us. And we pour these cool waters from the table of Osiris, that their hearts may be refreshed. Horekeru ta henket kakao afdir senachirmerhat kut nibet nafra wabet anchet nachirim and cow and nakupu nibu ma keru nibu hirin nachira. A voice offering of bread and beer, 1,000 of beef and fowl, incense, oils, and all good and pure things on which a god lives. For all these Aku, all true voice before the great God. Including my former neighbor, Mama Chub. She passed away in 2019, but I only found out 2 days ago. And even the bell that I ring comes from her tradition. I might not even be standing here and officiating in this way if it weren't for her. I certainly wouldn't have the Gohanzon scroll that's behind the gods, in the shrine, if it weren't for her. She was like my other grandmother when I needed one. I kind of wish I'd have known a little sooner, but she's always loved.
She was so good to us and so helpful. We were just a couple of kids starting out, and
Yeah,
God knows we needed a little looking after.
She took us under wing.
Yes, she did.
She would, how many times she would look at one of us, well, more often at Darren, but occasionally I think to me too. She said, your color no good. You come over, I make green tea. And when that woman made green tea, it was like a Starbucks venti minimum. At
least for me, it was.
Yeah, of hot green tea. Okay, not no chai latte or something. No, this was green tea. And like I said,
and this was direct import from Japan.
Yeah,
green
yeah.
Tea. This was all my good stuff.
Yeah.
And I must have gotten a lawn's worth, in mind because it was, couple of scoops of tea leaves, pour and sit, and then you will drink it. And I'm talking about like a McDonald's supersize me cup.
Right. Well, yeah, it was a big, like I said, yeah,
huge.
Yeah, but she did that like when I had a wisdom tooth pulled, she cooked some, fresh gohan.
Yes.
She put it and she gave me some things that were soft that I could eat. She just took us under wing, but she did that. She had grown kids and grandkids and
and they came and helped us when we got in our car accident.
Oh yeah, and I just
our family was very good to us.
Yeah, and I hate the fact that we all fell out of touch, and then people didn't think to let us know until that long after the fact. But,
yeah,
but
at least they did come out and tell you.
Somebody finally did. Well, I kind of unfriended her, after that. But
so you did?
Yeah. Well, it's like I was keeping tabs on you so I could find out how Mama John was doing. Well, now I know. Okay. So.
It only took her 4 years to tell you.
Yeah, but that's another thing though I have to understand. Just if I unfriend you, that doesn't mean I like hate you forever or I'm not going to talk to you, in real life. It's just I'm not. That's social media is just social media. But
Right.
I think it's kind of made rude people out of everybody.
Yeah,
but that's just the unfortunate side effect of it.
We love you, Mama John.
Mm-hmm. And now we come unto you, O Ra, as Jehuti comes, our hands joined under Ma'at. Ma'at has come to be with you in every place where you are. An offering of Ma'at is made unto you, that your heart may be pleased and your Ka shall live. Truly, your Aeneid has Ma'at, for they know you live in her. The Aeneid says unto you, your word is law, eternally. This fet is cast out by your word. Rejoicing is yours every day. Ma'at has taken her place in your shrine. And may we always act with gentility and compassion, for such is the first Ma'at. May we always offer charity and hospitality, for such is the second Ma'at. May we always respect consent and fidelity, for such is the third Ma'at. May we always avoid violence and promote wellness, for such is the fourth Ma'at. May we always speak words of truth, for such is the fifth Ma'at. May we always promote the public good, for such is the sixth Ma'at. May we always act humbly or with temperance, for such is the seventh Ma'at. May we always honor our gods and respect others, for such is the eighth Ma'at. May we uphold Ma'at like Jehuti, that we may witness Ra's perfection every day. Okay. So let us read for Khnum. This is taken from this is from the morning hymn that was recorded in Esna, the same temple that has all of that information about Neat. So Neat and Khnum could get together, and I guess they got together and partied. But hail, O Khnum, Amun, the Ancient One, issued from Noon, Lord of the Fields, great Khnum, who makes his domain in the meadow, Lord of gods and men, Lord of the war cry, mighty planner, great power of Egypt, Lord of life, wooer of women, to whom come gods and men as he bids. Ram, great of majesty, tall of plume and sharp of horn, great lion, slayer of rebels, crocodile king, mighty victor, who conquers as he wishes, leader of herdsmen, who grasps the staff, smiting his attacker. Shu, strong of arm, his father's champion, slayer of rebels, fighting ram, who chases his foes, herdsman of his followers, multiformed one, who changes shape at will, Khnum, who fashions as he wishes, who sets every man in his place. Or we could say every person in their place. Huh?
Never mind.
You be good now. Hail unto you, O Horu. Hail, O Horus, the defender of your father Osiris, support of your mother Isis. You are the champion of Ra, who destroys his wicked foes. Lofty one, falcon of the horizon, shining like gold in the dawn. You establish Ma'at in her place, and you rule the living on earth as your father rules those in Duat. Are you okay? Besides dueling with the trash can?
I'll be back.
Okay. And I'm going to include a little something for Hathor here because, thanks to her and her calendar, we know about, these feast days, or these particular ones. So, hail, O Hathor, golden lady, mistress of love, O beautiful one who comes in joy, mistress of dancing and revelry, beloved daughter of Ra, lady of turquoise and gold, you light up the sky with your brilliance. Shine upon all faces, and bless us with your love. O Eye of Ra, may you defend us from evil. O Mistress of the West, may you embrace our blessed dead, and guide us safely to them when our day of mourning comes. Okay. Oh, whose birthday? Oh, okay. Your puppy is 10 years old today. Yay, puppy. But, oh, goodness. Someone I've known for years that took in homeless folks. Her house burned down Tuesday morning, and people in my town are awful. Oh, that's terrible. Well, Maine, I was saying this lady was a drug and she deserved to have her house burned down. It's hard prayers for her too, please. Okay, definitely. Horus and Sekhmet. I ask you to help this lady who was trying to help people out of the kindness of her heart and was treated badly because of it and had her house burned down. May what she lost be replaced in spades. And may the kindness that she showed other people be returned to her many times over. And may the goodness of her heart be rewarded, and may those responsible be brought to light. We ask you.
Who is this prayer for?
There's somebody who helped a lot of people in their neighborhood that took in homeless people, and her house burned down this week.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Yeah.
May she be showered with blessing beyond the measure of any man or woman.
That too. And Katie Earl saying my family's getting bad about not letting me know when folks pass away. Or another person. Yeah, and it's unfortunate when that happens, especially when there's rifts and lack of communication. I kind of expect that that's going to happen, with other people. Like my last living grandmother, excuse me, the last time I was on the phone with her, I told her I love her because I figure that's probably the last time I get to. And, sometimes you have to think about, well, what's the most important thing that you want people to know? Sometimes you have to make sure you tell them because, it's important that they hear it from you.
And, if the last thing they ever hear from you, no matter how long it was, was I love you, I couldn't think of better words.
Yeah. Yeah. So, well, let's go ahead and pull some cookies. I know one I had requested one, so we'll do our cookie for everybody, and then we'll do one for him, and then we'll start doing those. Of course, if you know how to do the cookie icon, I know sometimes when people are watching on their phone, it's hard to get the little icon to pull up, but just let us know, and we'll make sure I went out to get cookies today. And real quick, we have someone on the table sort of presiding this week because there's a little paint ceramic place, and they had these I think the mold is supposed to be a flamingo, but I painted this up like a sacred ibis. So Jehuti, is it showing up very well?
It is.
Okay, yeah, because with the black head and tail feathers and white body. So there's, and I also I don't know if it show up, but I painted the hieroglyphs for his name down on the bottom. So
it's beautiful.
Yeah, and I was thinking, well, should I put this on my Etsy store? And you're like, no, you should keep that.
Yes, and for $395.54.
Well, look, if somebody else wants one, sacred ibis like this, then let me know. We'll see if they've got some more.
Yeah.
In the little ceramic shop. But he's going to be presiding with us as we do fortunes. So. Oh, and I'll have to show you our sacred ibis. See if you can. With proportions a little bit more like a flamingo because a true ibis would have a little bit longer, thinner beak.
The ibis is eyeballing you.
But it looks really well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he's here to tell you bird is the word.
Because everybody's heard about the bird.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be Jehuti's ringtone.
Surfing bird?
Yeah, probably. I'm betting it would be surfing bird. If he had a cell phone, it would be. But anyway, so. Okay, now this one's for everybody. So if anyone's tuning in after the fact, this is for you too. This is our cookie for the week. And so, may your faith always exceed your fears. No price is too great to go through life afraid.
And that's for everybody.
That is for everyone.
Given everything that's gone on this week. Yeah.
May your faith always exceed your fears. No price is too great to go through life afraid.
And we all needed to hear that.
Yeah, so in other words, it doesn't matter if you're afraid of something, do it anyway. Don't be afraid to
take the shot, stand up to people.
Or look at something you've been afraid to look at. You know, open that piece of mail or whatever it is.
I've been living that all week.
Yeah, so may your faith always exceed your fears. And especially when, for, you know, a divination in front of the gods, they're telling you, faith in them is greater than anything, you know, that we have to deal with. No price is too great to go through life afraid. Okay, so when I had requested one. Okay, the smart thing to do is to start trusting your intuition. So this is for one eye. The smart thing to do is to start trusting your intuition. And so I'll make a note of that one. So if it so happens that you had to, if you lost cell phone charge or anything like that, had to hang it up or whatever, it's here, so we can let you know that's what your
search your feelings.
Yeah. Okay. Oh yes, and thank you for the link to the Discord, and Katie, well said. Don't be afraid to ask for help and faith, and the Egyptian gods, they're there for you. So. Okay. Wow, got quite a few. Yeah, and Ori, before my grandmother passed away recently, I remember when you posted about that, and absolutely. We've lost quite a few of those, and we can really appreciate how tough that is, and we offer prayers and voice offerings for her too, and for you too, Ori. We love you. So okay, so Katie Horton's asking for one from Set. I'm asking to. Give us some insight without any tricks this time, please. Okay. Katie Horton, as soon as you feel too old to do a thing, do it.
Amen.
As soon as you feel too old to do a thing, do it. I'll tell you what, some of our fond memories of Mama Chan included going driving with her. Because she had gone without driving for a very long time. I think what happened was she had gotten into a wreck. And even though it wasn't her fault, this was like years and years, I think a couple of decades before we knew her. But she was in some kind of a wreck, and it was rather traumatic for her. And so as she would explain, she'd get in her car, I touch, freeze up. She'd get scared when she got behind the wheel. So, talk about a role reversal. I'm sitting there in the passenger seat with her, and she's driving. And then sometimes, a couple of times, Darren was in the back seat.
No, I was in the passenger seat.
Okay. Oh, that's right. Yeah, you were, and I was in the back seat. But I was, we're both kind of talking her through it because she wanted to get over being scared. And those were some really, really funny. They trying to talk her through. Like we were at a gas station or something, and she ended up pulling between a couple of things, and we've got like just a few inches of space between the side mirrors and something, and it helped to know, Migi, Hidari, Mama-chan, I was a little bit quicker with some of the directions in Japanese. And then Darren's in the, sitting there imitating a police siren.
Yeah, we were going through a neighborhood, and there was a police car in front of a house that they obviously lived there because it was parked.
Okay, yeah, but
and she was kind of
nervous.
And
yeah.
all I do is woo.
She's like, "You scared Mama Chan to death, you bad boy." So yeah, but basically yes, the fortune says when as soon as you think you're too old to do something, do it. Okay, all right. So Luca, please from the jackals. So from Anapu and what for Luca. Oh, you're just thinking back to that.
I think that's the closest she ever came to hitting me.
The closest she ever came to slapping you. Couldn't blame her. Okay, Luca. Everybody feels lucky for having you as a friend. Everybody feels lucky for having you as a friend. So you've got some folks that love you, and the jackals wanted you to know. Everybody feels lucky for having you as a friend. Okay. A Sobaru from Sobek and Sutesh. So. All right, Asobaru. And again, I hope I'm saying that right. But attitude is a little thing that makes a big difference. Attitude is a little thing that makes a big difference. Okay, Kristen Rebase, guidance, please. So for Kristen. Kristen, even in the greatest confusion, there is an open channel into the soul. Even in the greatest confusion, there is an open channel into the soul. I think that's their way of saying that even though you may feel confused and you're looking for some guidance, look within. There's that open channel into the soul. Okay. So Threlo. And And Faint Star. It's got an issue weighing on you. Yeah. So, and I realize I'm going to have to catch up with the comments, but yeah. So we're on Thralo, and then Faint Star, and let's see. Okay. Because I know there's going to be some Discord cookie requests. I'm trying to keep an eye out for those too. So, all right. Thralo, attention is the mother of memory. Attention is the mother of memory. So the sense that I'm getting is pay attention to some things because you'll want to remember them later.
Yes. And pay attention to those who do you wrong. They can be subtle. Pay attention.
So attention is the mother of memory. So Thralo, that's for you. Okay, and now Fame Star has something weighing on them and needs some guidance. So and that will pop right in here. Okay. Fame Star, you may love the small ones, but win the big ones. Huh. That one's unique. You may love the small ones, but win the big ones.
You may love the small opportunities, but go for the big ones with everything you got. Big opportunities don't happen often in life. They just don't.
That might be it. You may love the small ones, but win the big ones.
And one of the biggest things I've learned in this life is one of the biggest lies we're told from the time we're teeny tiny is there will be other opportunities. The thing is, we don't know how many. Take the shot. Even if you miss, take the shot. But take it with everything you got.
Hopefully that helps. If you need some other thoughts, then let us know. I'll try and catch up on the. I don't catch anything here. Let's see. Okay. And yeah, I saw what you said, Ori, about how you felt when you spoke about Mama-chan. Yeah. So okay, Kit Fox and Sebekekaway. I'm sorry that you didn't get to do that with your brothers. But Kit Fox and then Gabriel asking any spiritual advice. I've been focusing on my folk Catholic practice. And the man upstairs told me to stay devoted to just him, at least for now. Okay, well let's see what they have to say. Let's get Kit Fox and then Gabriel. So Kit Fox, big hugs for you and Sebekekaway both, and for Isadora. All right, Kit Fox. Self-confidence is just enthusiasm at work. Self-confidence is just enthusiasm at work.
And that's true.
As hey, I can do it. Enthusiasm, be positive, and that's self-confidence. You can do it, Kit Fox. Self-confidence is just enthusiasm at work. So now Gabriel needs some guidance. We've already practiced. If winter comes, can spring be far behind? Now, putting this in context, because he was asking, he's following his folk Catholicism and feeling like needing to stay with that for a while. If winter comes, can spring be far behind?
You know what?
Things will come back around.
This is concurring with what he was told. You may be a little bit in the dark right now. You may be a little scared and confused. But, the light is coming. Hang in there.
Well, that, but also, you don't have to say goodbye to this forever. If you choose to focus on your folk Catholicism for a little while, that's okay. You might learn something from it and then come back here. Don't know. Or you might find something else. But if winter comes, can spring be far behind?
And I'm gonna stick this out. I'm willing to talk to him about it if he'd like.
Sure. Okay. Okay, and Mary Grog really needs some guidance spiritually. So, yes, and Horus would also have bird as the word for read. Either that or who would have Fly Like an Eagle by was it Bob Seger that did that or
No,
not Bob Seger?
Damn it, and because you asked me,
Because you can't remember it. But anyway, but I'm like, who would have that as their ring?
Because Journey is about to go on Steve Miller Band.
Okay.
Journey is about to go on tour with the Steve Miller Band. So.
Huh.
And there's going to be one other one as well, and that's going to be really cool.
Okay, but Mary Raw needs.
Oh, Def Leppard, Journey, Def Leppard, Steve Miller Band, with Bill.
Well, here's hoping they break up Ticketmaster so we can actually not have to pay $1 million for for tickets.
Yeah.
But anyway, Married Raw needs a cookie, needs some guidance. And let me reiterate how glad we are to hear from you, and we miss you, and we love you. And wow, enthusiasm can change the current situation. So, Married Raw, there you go. Enthusiasm can change the current situation. And if it helps any, we're sending you love. So, hope that helps generate enthusiasm. Anubis' Queen. Anyone willing to talk? Been a rough few months, if you could, please. All righty.
We love you.
Yes.
Hang in there.
And okay, good. Sarcastic has got the Discord cookies. Cool. But let's start with Anubis' Queen. And we'll ask Anubis to give us some insight. Yeah, it looks like this one may run a little long, guys, but hang in there. If anybody needs to get one pronto, because they have to step out, let me know. I'll try and scroll down and check for that. Okay, Anubis' Queen. Wealth is a means to an end, not the end itself. Wealth is a means to an end, not the end itself. Now, if you're thinking, if it's a job issue, then, um, maybe the priority needs to be not on the paycheck, but on what makes you happy and what's good for you right now. That's one possibility. But if you got some other thoughts, just let us know. But wealth is a means to an end, not the end itself. That was for Anubis's queen. Okay, and Oracle, and then Ashley asking for from Asa. So Ori. Well, you asked about the future, Ori. Romance comes to life this year in a very unusual sort of way.
Wow.
Yeah, romance comes to life this year in a very unusual sort of way. That could be somewhere in the future. And Ashley Spradley from Asa. Wow, that one was waiting to come out. Ugh. Ashley Spradley. Alter ideas and you alter the world. Of course, alter in this case being ALTER, not this kind of alter, but change ideas, you change the world. Alter ideas and you alter the world.
So everything is all about ideas and dreams.
Well, and sometimes changing your way of thinking about things. It may be time to reframe and reassess some things, and see if maybe they need to be considered in a new way. Okay, so Mary Blackwell and Conspiracy Town, $2 with the super sticker and for a cookie. And Katie, thank you.
Yes.
Let's see, guys, send a super chat. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah, because we really need those right now. We really do. Thank you.
Cool. The guys know I'm moving in with my future husband. Okay, then. Oh, goodness, yes. Mary, I should come to this spiritual journey with hope and joy instead of shame. Shame has been consuming my life, and I don't need that. That's right. You're a beautiful person, Mary Draw, and you have many talents because you dance and you sing.
Mary Draw, I need to say something to you. Shame is not an emotion we're born with. It's a lie that we're trained to believe.
Yeah, it's something.
You are a gorgeous, beautiful person. We don't know we do without you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was so grateful that you did that hymn for the OPET video, and if you ever want to do some more, just let me know, because you have a beautiful voice, and I hope that when we get to a point where we can have a convention, that you can come down and maybe show us some belly dance moves. So we're just glad you're here with us, and this goes for everybody too. We're glad that all of you are here. But so yeah, Mary Wet and then Sarana. So. Yeah, because where Married Weapawet is, it's so late. It's early. Married Weapawet. If you refuse to accept anything but the best, you very often get it. Don't settle. I think they're telling you, don't settle on this one, whatever it is. But if you refuse to accept anything but the best, you very often get it. And that's Serrano. Serrano. Service to many leads to greatness. Service to many leads to greatness. So, Serrano, that one was for you. Service to many leads to greatness. Okay, okay, our Discord cookies. It's a Tausret, Sabi, Dodek. Okay, One Eye, also prayers for healing. We got One Eye. Samarkhet, Sundawn, Adamantine Bee, Vera, and Primal Wolf. And one for me. And then Amonset and Lavender 97 and Seba Kekaway. Okay. And I'm just checking to make sure we're not missing, like, if anybody needs to head out. Okay, well, if I can just, there we go. So he still struggle, but no, it's, yeah. Okay, and Katie's saying, I always wanted to do singing, but my mom tell me in high school that I don't have a good singing voice. Well, you know what? Find that out for yourself, because our parents don't always know what's best. They don't want us to know that, but yeah, sometimes they can be wrong, and they don't always have the best ear.
And
If your mom didn't sing, then she may not be the best judge of that. So.
yeah, and I'm going to say this: if you think you've got what it takes to do it, I bet you do. At the very least, go get some training. But trust yourself first.
Yeah.
Look,
Okay, let me try to scroll back, because I'm having a little issue with that. Come on now. Oh, she was in choir in high school, you said, huh?
If you've been in choir in high school,
No. Or your mom said she was in choir in high school. Well, you know what? If you want to do it, then you should still try for it.
can I offer you a note of encouragement?
All right, hang on. I gotta. My comments are stuck, and I'm trying to get back to the cookies. Oh dear, how do I do this? Oh, I hate it, because I've got the little scroll bar. It's just not wanting to move. Oh goodness, because
Is it possible?
Wait, hang on. There we go. That's better. All right. Okay. All right. Let me go ahead and go through this, because it is like an hour and 20 minutes. I want to make sure I get everybody's cookies. Yeah. So, because we've got quite a few, and we have enough. I've got the supplies. Just I'm trying to keep, an eye on the time for everybody that might be, needing to head out.
Yeah.
So, I'm just gonna go ahead and pull cookies here. So, All right, so Ada Tauerstraat. I think I've got the name. I'm just gonna grab them and pull them out. A leader is powerful to the degree they empower others. That's for the name looks. It looks like Ita Tauerstraat, ITE Tauerstraat.
Yeah.
The next one from Discord was Sabby. Many admire your social and physical appearance. That's for Sabby. Many admire your social and physical appearance. Okay, and Dodek. Now, ladies out in order, so if we need to go back and check for anybody. Dodek, you must let go of something before you can capture it for good. You must let go of something before you can capture it for good. That's for Dodek. Okay, now One Eye, theirs was over here. So the smart thing to do is start trusting your intuition. That's for One Eye. Let's see. Summer Cat. Yeah, Sundawn, Adamantine Bee, Vera, and Primal Wolf. So Summer Cat. A mile walked with a friend contains only 100 steps. So for Summer Cat, a mile walked with a friend contains only 100 steps. For Sundawn, no, I can't. Crunched. Okay. We never know the worth of water until the well is dry. For Sundawn, we never know the worth of water until the well is dry. Now, might want to pass on to them that I got the weird sentiment, and I could be wrong on that, but you can take that literally as well as figuratively. They might want to prepare for some adverse weather where they're at. That was for Sundawn. Oh, try not to catch anything here. Adamantine and B. Let's see. For Adamantine. For Adamantine, anything worth doing can be done. Anything worth doing can be done. Now for B, you should be of more tenderness and less aggressiveness. B, you should be of more tenderness and less aggressiveness. Let's go easy on people. Okay, Vera and then Primal Wolf. So, oh wow. I guess Vera gets the super this time. Right, get this one open. There we go. Vera, you will become known for your generosity. Now there's one more, so hold on. We're passing on a twofer to them. Good news will be coming from the office. Wow. So for Vera, good news will be coming from the office. You will become known for your generosity. Something may be coming up in your favor. But, okay, so that was Vera, and then the last one we had was Primal Wolf. Okay. And then we'll catch up. Okay, that's right. Sarcastic is next. Primal Wolf, a much-needed victory will happen for you. So for Primal Wolf, a much-needed victory will happen for you. And one of these is yours, Sarcastic. Here we go. Sarcastic. A human being is a deciding being. A human being is a deciding being. So he's very much getting a sense that there's a lot of, ideas, decisions, taking initiative, but don't be afraid. And I think that's the overall theme that we're getting. So, let's see. All right, now we're to Amonset and Lavender 97 and Sebekekaway. And Smacky Smackins. I'm very late, but I thought I'd pop in and say hello. Howdy. Okay, and there we go. And Gabriel says it would be lovely to chat with you about their spiritual journey.
Yeah, let's figure out a way to do that over video chat.
If you're on Discord, I seem to recall that you are. Then hit me up, and that'll be a way to get a hold of Derek. Now if I can just get it to come back up here. There we go. I think I need the link for. There we go. Yes, Amonset, Lavender, and Sebekekaway. So, hold on. I'm going to set this one is for you, and then we're going to start on a fresh bag. Wow. Amonset. The years teach much, which the days never know. The years teach much, which the days never know. In other words, from day to day, you don't realize these things, but over time, look at some things over time. The years teach much that from day to day you might not notice. So that's for you, Amonset. I think Lavender 97 was next. Oh, hang on. Fresh hit of fortune cookies. There we go. Yeah, I know. My guy at the Korean grocery store is supposed to be getting us another box in another couple of weeks. So, yes, Lavender 97. Lavender 97. Money is not everything. You can buy a doctor, but not health. Money is not everything. You can buy a doctor, but not health.
Take care of yourself, dude.
Yes, we can use that in the general sense of dude, or
Yes, the general dude, the international dude.
or well, in Arabic, habibi
Yes.
can be his friend. And
Yes.
I love how our Palestinian friend was explaining that to us. It's very context dependent. It can mean like habibi, like my sweetheart, habibi, like friend. Or he said it can also be like listen, habibi, I'm gonna kick your ass.
Yeah. Listen, idiot, I'm gonna kick you.
Or like, well, being in a sarcastic way, but yeah. All right, so Seba Kekaway, and then Conspiracy Town. Okay. Oh. Okay, there we go. Sabakek away. Ha! Warning! Do not eat your fortune.
Do not worry. Those are fresh fortune cookies?
Yeah.
I might be eating some of those today.
This is a warning. Do not eat your fortune. But, kind of funny because the expectation is that you'd be opening this up in a restaurant. But, I think they're being lighthearted and playing with you. But again, keep in mind the fortune for everyone. May your faith always exceed your fears. So don't worry, smile, have a laugh about it. I think they're telling you it's going to be okay. And Conspiracy Town. Open here. Okay, Conspiracy Town. You never suffer from a money problem. You always suffer from an idea problem. So the money is there. It's just you got to have the right ideas. And again, we're getting this recurring message of rethinking and reframing things. You never suffer from a money problem. You always suffer from an idea problem. Okay. Okay, I'm on canvas all that. Cool. Oh, neat. Yeah. Sorry, I was not in. I swear, I was not in charge of writing the cookies. Although I'm jealous someone did it first. Yeah. All right. Well, if that's it for the cookies, then we'll wrap up. But if we missed anyone through all this, just go ahead and put a comment or a little icon there. Wish me luck. Hopefully there's soup. Absolutely. And thank you guys for bearing with us because we kind of ran long tonight, but we're here for everybody that needs it. If anyone still needs something, just give us a holler. Hail unto you, Atum. Hail unto you, Capri. You come into being upon the primeval hill. You shine forth upon the shrine of the phoenix in Unu. You breathe out Shu and Tefnut. May the giving of these offerings endure, as the name of Atum, foremost of the great Enid, endures. May they endure, as the name of Shu, Lord of Upper Menset in Unu, endures. As the name of Tefnut, Mistress of Lower Menset in Unu, endures. As the name of Geb at the earth's Ba endures. As the name of Nut in the shrine of Shanit in Yunu endures. As the name of Osir, Kentiamentiu endures. As the name of Aset in Necheru endures. As the name of Sutef in Nubet endures. As the name of Horus in Pe endures. As the name of Wajit in Dep endures. As the name of Jehuti in Kamenu endures. As the name of Ra in the Akhet endures likewise for eternity. You have come in peace, O Ra. You have come in peace, O Khnum, O Horu, O Yenetcheru. May you go forth in peace, O Ra, Khnum, Horu. May you go forth in peace, O Yenetcheru, to every place your immortal cause wish to be. May you sail in joy in the Manjet bark, and rest content in the Sektet bark. And may you smile upon us, your humble servants. Okay, gang. Thank you again for the wisdom. Absolutely. Wishing you should. Thank you to you, Luca, for being a part of it. This is I love you, Sharon and Darren. Thank you so much for the service and creating this little niche for yourself. Absolutely. And Lavender, it's nice meeting you all. Nice meeting you too. Yeah. And Mary Whipple is looking for. You're going to be looking for your great grandfather's mother in records, in Irish records. That's pretty cool.
Good luck.
Best of luck with that. All righty. Yes, and love you guys. You all have a very good weekend and a good week ahead. And hey, we might get another shot. They're saying we might get another shot at more auroras in another week or so. In early June, they're thinking there's going to be another solar storm, which would be great for me because I missed the ones the last time. So here's hoping. But in the meantime, lots of love for everybody, and you all take care. Ujjayi and Saneb to you. See you next week. Yes, words spoken by Ra. The solar flares will continue until morale improves. All right. And bird is the word. Love you guys.